I got Mike about to come up here. He's gonna ask me some questions. We're gonna test out this line. Um, Mike, I invited you. You should be able to accept and come on. There we go. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
This game. What's going on,
Man, all is well. All is well, man. How you been, bro?
man? You see where I'm at. Saturday night, I'm in the lab, baby.
Man, look, I'm I'm trying to get in there with you, bro, because I definitely got an important question to ask, man. So I know we discussed a deal that I have, right? So I have a piece of property I already own free and clear. Only thing is, man, like I think that's a complete tear down, right? So it's a complete tear down. It was originally a multi-family or whatnot, man. So firstly, I wanna know, like, I guess what's the price to tear down and rebuild another multi-family? I'm thinking a 3 unit. What would that look like?
To tear down a unit is gonna cost you anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000. Your biggest expense gonna be dumpsters. You probably gonna have, and them dumpsters cost about 400 or 500 a trip, and you're gonna probably need about, I don't know, 15, 20 dumpsters. So that's gonna be your biggest expense plus renting the equipment. And now look, these prices, because when it comes to a demo, I'll do it myself to kind of save on costs because it's really just tearing down a structure and keeping it on your land. So if you got your erosion control set up, you ain't really got to worry about a lot. You really can't mess up a demo. You just tearing some shit up. That's all you're really doing. But if you pay somebody to do it, it's probably gonna be no upwards of $20,000. So I just do that one because I can get content around it of me actually doing it myself, and then also too, I'm saving a little money as well. So the cleanup and the dumpsters is gonna be your biggest expense. The renting the machine and actually tearing it down. I mean that's not really a big expense. Rent a machine, and what we do if you find a company, because if you rent them on Friday, they count them as one day. So you really get to utilize the system using Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but you're only paying for the machine for one day.
Okay. Okay. Cool. That's nice, Chico. I like that.
Yeah.
As far as building a threeplex or whatnot, man, can you give me details on what that deal would look like? I know that you mentioned a deal that you did similar to that recently too. I just wanted to know the numbers on
Yeah. So I know you said before I get into your answer, and I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
it. No,
I know you're tearing down a threeplex, but how do you know you can't build a four or fiveplex back? Hey, you did the research on that yet?
nah, man, give me game.
Yeah, because like I said, man, if definitely get with a civil, or pull up the current zoning and see what's the maximum allowable density on that lot. So what you will do with that is you'll figure out what's the lot size, the minimum lot size. Let's say, for example, the minimum lot size for a townhome or unit is 1,100 square feet. You'll get with a civil engineer to see how many units you can put on that land, given the setbacks of the land, the side setbacks and the front and the back setbacks. So the reason why I'm saying that is because you're tearing down a three, but that don't mean you necessarily have to build a 3 unit back. You might could build a 4, 5, 6 unit back. So the due diligence of doing that, getting with a civil engineer for them to map out a site plan for you to see how much you want to put as much on there as possible because ordinances change all the time. Just what you could do last year is not what you can do this year. So you definitely want to check on that. You don't want to leave no money on the table because nobody's gonna tell you, hey, you could get another extra unit, and if that add another extra 100,000, 150,000 to your bottom line, shoot, I mean, you gonna leave that on the table and you won't even know it.
No doubt. No doubt. So definitely working with a civil engineer is my first step then.
Yeah, to see what you can do. Yep, to see what you can do. I would encourage you to go and check the ordinance, pull up your address. You don't even got to do this yourself. So you can call down to the land development office and ask them, hey, this is the address. What's it zoned for? What can I do there?
Good stuff, bro. I appreciate the game, man.
Yeah.
Another quick question is, so let's say that I was going to move forward with whatever plans, whatnot they gave me. Can you give me an example or walk me through a deal on like the building all the way to like actually getting tenants in? Like, what does it look like quickly, whatnot, as far as upfront costs and things of that nature? And let's say my credit is pristine, but I may not have the full amount or whatnot to do like a 5 unit. Like, what options do I have?
I mean, so I look at deals differently. I don't look at a deal based on how much money I got. I look at a deal based on what can I create, because whatever I'm short, I can go get. And if the deal is good enough, the money will find it. You just got to be vocal about it. So let's say, for example, we say you could do a 5 unit instead of a 3 unit. And, let's say your hard money lender or whatever lender you're using, say they do 90% loan to cost, you got to come with 10%. And let's say it's going to cost you $500,000 to build that. 10% is 50,000. Let's say you don't have 50,000. I will find a private money lender. I would offer them a good percentage, 15% return on their money, which is going to beat most of everything in the market. And I'll get the 50,000 from a private money lender. Pay them their 15%. I get to do the deal. I get to make my 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. I get them their $50,000 back with interest on top. So, like I said, I don't look at deals like if I don't got it, I'm gonna go find it. That's the beauty about real estate. Everybody want to be in real estate because people who are in different sectors like technology, Bitcoin, just corporate America, IRA funds, that funds are just sitting, putting it in your deal is better than what they're doing with it now. So don't never let the lack of money stop you. It's out here. Trust me. The biggest company in the world, BlackRock, that owns 70% of the U.S. companies, they take money from investors. It's not like they're using their own money. They taking money from investors. So you could do the same on a smaller scale. So don't look at it as asking for money. You provide an opportunity. You provide an opportunity to get their money to work for them because it ain't doing nothing in the IRA. Trust me.
No doubt, man. I'm a student of Don Kennedy, man. OPM.
Yeah. No, for sure. Hey, did you know Walmart got the biggest line of credit in the world?
No, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
What, you thought they were spending their own money? Man, come on, man. Like, bro, hey, I'm telling you, hey, learning the leverage game and the capital markets game is a huge piece, man, because it keep a lot of people on the sideline because they think they looking in their bank account thinking what they got or what they don't got, and they put limiting beliefs. They putting governors on their brain. But I'm like, look, no, that's not how the game works. You know what I'm saying? Like, these folks is taking leverage. It's a reason why multimillionaires and billionaires, they don't pay taxes. And then the common folk be like, oh, y'all not paying taxes. But it's like, well, the loophole is never sell leverage against it. So if you take a loan against your assets, they can't tax you on it because it's not income. It's a loan. You can't tax a loan. You see what I'm saying? So that's another reason why Bezos moved to Florida. Florida ain't got no state tax. So he done saved billions in taxes.
Can you walk me through, like, so you speak of the taxable piece, right, for pulling out income. Can you walk me through the BRRRR idea? Let's say that I get the $50K from a private lender and put that down towards a $500K for the deal. The deal's done, 5 units built, but I want to pull equity out the property and whatnot. Can you walk me through what that process would look like to pull that equity?
Yeah.
I know some people are not familiar with the BRRRR method, but
yeah. No, so it's pretty simple. And the way, if you knew that going in, I would get that already worked out with the lender that's giving me the loan to build a structure. So it's already set in stone that, hey, once I get this built, once I get my CO, I'm gonna refinance, pull the money out, and get a new loan. And my tenants will be paying that, and then I have a big chunk of money. But at the same time, that refinance, like I said, that refinance, once you take that out, you put the tenants in there. And like I said, I would just make sure I have that set in stone with the lender up front.
Does that give them incentive to loan me money in the future, or does that give them incentives like to work with me at the initial deal? Like, why
well, it's gonna help you. It's gonna help you on the speed factor. Okay. It's gonna help you on the speed factor because now you don't have to scramble for a lender to refinance you out. the lender that helped you build the structure, they already know they're going to refinance you out. So that you can start getting the paperwork ready as you're getting close to getting your CO for your units.
Okay, solid. So, what percentage will I be able to pull out? Like, so I know I've heard of people pulling up 50% of equity after 6 months. Some people pull out 80% of the equity after property after 6 months. Like, what would that look like on a deal? Let's say specifically if I'm in 500K, my tenant, I'm at 100% occupancy. Everybody's rolling, everybody's paying. I have like six months to a year of strong occupancy, and a growing market. What do you think that looks like? You don't have to be too specific, but what do you think it will look like?
It's going to depend on the lender, and it's going to depend on what the market at that time. I know in the good old days you could pull out 75%, 80%. You only had to leave 20% in there. Now the market is a little more shaky. You know, you might be looking at 65%, 60, 50%. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the lender, and it depends on what we are in the market. Because look, the thing about a market is constantly fluctuating. It's not like what you did last year is not what you can do this year. So you got to stay abreast of what the market at. You know, it's a lot of fear in the market right now with the new change in the regime, all this tariff talk and all that. People are uncertain about the market. So, you know, that's going to have a big effect. But if I had to say, like, as of right now, you probably be able to pull out 50, 60%. If you find a lender that's really, like, aggressive, they may do 70.
Okay, cool. Going back to the basis real quick, too. So you think I could get a 5-unit done in Tennessee, Chattanooga, for example, for 500? Do you think like around?
Well, so
if I own the land free and clear.
yeah, with 500, that may be a stretch. So we're doing 4 units for 560. Okay. So I think another, if you had an extra unit, you probably can do it for about 700.
Okay.
But you with that extra unit, you're gonna make probably another 150,000 more than what we'll make. So it all balance out. It's just more upfront cost to get it done.
What are your thoughts about like square footage that as a developer you're comfortable paying? Like if you think about your price per square foot to develop a property, is there a range you like to stay within when you think about price per square foot?
It's not a range that I like to stay within. So when I do my pro forma, it's based on what I'm building versus what I can sell it for, and if I'm comfortable with the spread. So let's say for the tiny homes, I'm building those at a higher price per square foot, right? But I'm getting a higher spread because I'm doing a luxury model. I'm saving on materials by working with a vendor, international vendor, on different material line items. And I'm able to build a better product for a cheaper price just because I have those relationships. So price per square feet, it really, I'm not going to say it don't matter, but it going to fluctuate. So if I'm building a level 1, when I say level 1, that means like builder grade. I'm getting Home Depot type stuff. The windows is Home Depot. Like everything is like level 1 type stuff. I mean, if I'm building a level 1 property, I'm probably going to be at around $150 to $175 a square foot. But if I'm building a luxury model like we do with these tiny homes, we're going to be probably at like $225, $250 a square foot. But the thing about it is we can sell them for $380 a square foot, $390, $400 a square foot, because it's a specialty item. And people are going to pay for what they want. And then it's, at the same time, we the only game in town. We the only game in town. There's no one. So we only got to be right 42 times because nobody else is building tiny homes.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. So you kind of you have control of the market and whatnot, man, because you actually have like a scarce resource, like in the market that you're in. So really it's about a little bit about market research too.
Yeah, it's about market research and doing the due diligence. So what I like to do, I already know what the rebuttals is going to be. So let's say one of the rebuttals is, how can a tiny home cost $250,000? And they bring up the square footage. And I say, well, I live in a condo that's 900 square feet, and it's valued at $450,000. and it's 20 years old. So just because I didn't call it a condo and I didn't disguise it in a box with no amenities, because it ain't no amenities in my building. It's just the fact that it's downtown. They try to suck the downtown amenities up. You know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, it's just a detached condo. If the word tiny house, put you in the matrix, just call it a detached condo. People have been doing it for years, living smaller, and having amenities.
No, that's dope. That's dope. I love that, man. Man, what's one final word of advice, man, for somebody who's like new to the development space, who wants to do this like as a side hustle? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I still have my full-time career, still something I love to do, still make great money with that, but like, I want to allow this to be something that generates other income. So what's some words of advice for me as I go down that path?
Make sure you have a plan, time block. I think you being in this community is a huge help because you got people to lean on. I know it's been plenty of times that I've been in this office late night like I am now, and just staring at the wall with nobody to talk to. I had to figure it out on my own. So I want to create a community because I know how important it is to bounce ideas off. Like just something as simple as bouncing an idea off somebody, and you kind of get it, and it's like, oh, I know what to do next now. And without that, people get discouraged. Like, man, damn, is this what it is? But that's why I created this community of developers. So one, we're going to document our process and take you through the process. We're going to educate you along the way. We're going to have challenges. We're going to go live like this. We're going to go live when we're on the site. My general contractor is going to go live. We're going to show you how to take deliveries. We're going to show you how to do estimates and bids. We're going to show you how to order materials. Like every little step, every little thing that we do, we're going to show you how to project manage. So you being in this community is going to be like golden. And, as far as balancing your 9 to 5 and your side hustle, I think it's just a matter of time management because it's definitely doable. And like I said, being in this community is going to put you ahead of the game for sure.
Man, well, bro, I'm glad to be here, no doubt, man. And this is not the last time I'm asking the question, bro. I got like 30 more that's written down. So, man, please, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you taking the time this late, man.
No, it's all good. And the next time you got a question, man, just either make a post or request to go live, and we'll educate you while we're educating the community as well. And Brittany, yeah, let's definitely get together. I'm setting up the podcast room right now, and let's tap in because we definitely got to put this out there. And we about to go live with this community. I know we was in the Slack. I've been testing out different platforms. I'm in love with this platform. I've been waiting on a platform that I can go live in. I could, we could do Zooms. It's just so much stuff that we can do with this platform, and we're gonna go full throttle with it.
Let's get it, bro.
All right, and Mike, we're gonna talk, man, because I got a family property challenge that we're gonna do, me, you, and Kanika, because I know we all holding family property. And what we're gonna do is this is an exclusive on the Post Pro community. We're gonna do a family property challenge. I got grandma's property, you got unc's property, and Kanika got auntie's property. And we're gonna develop these simultaneously and educate the community, this community, on how they can also unlock family property.
Let's get it, bro. I'm all the way with it.
Yeah. And Brittany, hey, we're gonna put you in the game too. I know you got your uncle land. Let's do it.
All right, bro.
All right. Holla at me. I appreciate y'all jumping on this live. Like I said, man, I'm about to get up out of here. I was in here late night doing some work, watching March Madness, and my guy texted me, asked me a question. I said, hey, the only way I'm answering questions is in the community, so I can teach one to many. Because I know whatever question he had, somebody in this community had as well. So reach out to me, holler at me. Make sure we staying active in the community. Don't be shy. Engage in the post. That's the only way you're going to get help, all right? Holler at me.